Sharkie Gamer here. So today we're taking a look at the Pro Racer handheld steering wheel. This is for PlayStation 1 and 2. Now recently I did a review of the Gamester Formula Racer. Now the Formula Racer was released for PlayStation 1, and then for the PlayStation 2 they released this one, which is the Pro Racer. So this is basically a sequel to the original Formula Racer. So let's take a look at the box. So of course in the corner here you have the Gamester logo. In the center you got a bit of an image there of the controller. And then moving up it says PlayStation, PS1 and PlayStation 2. And in this corner it shows you the kind of turning action of the wheel. And of course down the bottom here it says incorporating dual force technology. That's the side of the box. Top of the box. Other side. And then moving on to the back, you have some images there as well. And then just here you have Pro Racer, unique handheld steering wheel, suitable for all driving games. Quick start, no setup required, features dual force vibration, supports DualShock, Nijicon and analog modes. And the rest is just different languages. Although here it says for an incredible racing experience. Let's go ahead and open this up and have a closer look at this controller. Okay, so first up you get basically a little instruction manual. So it has a bit of diagrams there. And the other side it has a bit of instructions and it's all different languages. It's pretty basic. So onto the controller. So it's got the black PlayStation plug there. Decent length of cable. And then we've got the controller. So you can see just by looking at it, it looks a bit weird, a bit strange. Now, it does look sort of like a gamepad, but it looks a bit different. And that is because this is actually a handheld steering wheel. It's actually a racing controller. And you may ask, where's the wheel bit? Well, this bit here that looks like, I guess, a quarter of a steering wheel is your actual racing wheel bit. So you'd hold onto this, and you would turn it like this. And that would basically steer your vehicle or car, whatever you're playing in, whatever game you're playing with. So that is basically your steering wheel just up here. Moving down, you've got a start and select button just there. Try to get this in better focus. Start and select. And then moving down, you've got a mode button, and the mode button will switch between analog. You've got Nijicon mode, and what Nijicon mode is, if you've seen my review of the Nijicon controllers, Nijicon mode basically replicates those controllers. So basically it helps this work with certain games that only support the Nijicon. Because the Nijicon was quite a renowned racing controller, and that mode's pretty cool on some controllers. And the last thing the mode button does, it also switches us to dual force, which is that vibration. And then moving next to it, you've got a D-pad here. It's not a very good D-pad. It's pretty basic. As you can see, the whole thing moves when you press it. So it's a pretty basic kind of D-pad. Nothing really fantastic there. Moving up, you've got the function buttons. So your X, square, triangle, and circle. And on the side here, you've got an A and B button. And you can see they're taller. And these are analog buttons. And basically what these are used for is accelerate and brake. So this basically allows you to accelerate your vehicle and brake. So they're basically the equivalent of foot pedals on a standard steering wheel. Moving on to the back of the controller, First off, you got these bumper buttons on either side. So when you're holding the controller with the wheel, you would get them like this and like this. And these are basically your R1, R2. And over here you've got your L1 and L2. And they are pretty firm buttons, but they press down okay. And in the center here, you've got two more buttons, which is R3 and L3. And these are normally on a standard analog controller. They when you click your analog sticks down. So you've got the R3 and L3 buttons there as well, which you can easily just reach just by pushing down here with these fingers, and to get to them if you need them. So they're just there in case you need them for a certain game that needs them for something. And of course this thing has what's called dual force vibration. And what dual force vibration does is it actually makes the controller vibrate, so you get some sort of feedback when you're actually racing. So to turn that on, there's these little switches up here, up there, and down the side here. Try to get a better view at them. They're pretty small in there. They're just here, and they're just on the side there. Basically, to turn dual force on, you need to turn both of those towards your right side, and then you press the mode until you get to that dual force mode, and that'll turn on vibration, which means you'll get some sort of feedback when using this wheel. So it's a great and kind of unique looking steering wheel. Works with pretty much most racing games, including those games that support a Nijicon, which is pretty cool. So it'll be compatible with a lot of different games. And the reason they do these ones is because if you say don't have the space for a huge full-size steering wheel, then this thing provides a bit of a smaller wheel, more compact, more portable, doesn't take up as much space. So if you don't want to use a full-size wheel because you just don't have the space, but you don't really want to use a gamepad because it's a bit standard, you know, it's not really built for racing games, well then something like this is your middle ground. It kind of solves both problems. It's a bit more portable. It's a gamepad, but it's a little bit more because it's got this little steering wheel just here. Now, color-wise, this color obviously is purple. You've got purple buttons on it as well. Now, you can actually get a version of this where it's black here, and it's silver and silver buttons. I bought this one because it was cheap, and it came with its box. I think the silver version comes in like a blister pack. It doesn't come in like a box like this. The silver version just comes in one of those sealed blister packs. So I bought this one because it was cheap and came with a box. But you can get the silver one as well, if you don't like the purple. I personally think with the color scheme, I like the color scheme with the Formula Racer. Because it was red with gold buttons, it looked really nice. The color schemes, both this one and even the silver one, they just don't look as nice as the Formula Racer does. Which is kind of a shame they changed the color scheme, but it would have been cool if they did something similar to it, because it looked really cool. And if you want to see the Formula Racer review, just check out my channel. I did it recently, so it's quite a cool looking thing. And unlike the Formula Racer, because the Formula Racer control was rare, this thing, it's very common. You can pick this up cheap, and it's very easy to find. So if you're looking for a handheld racing wheel for a PlayStation 2, then you can pick this up really cheap. And like I said, it's very portable, so way more portable than a huge steering wheel. But yeah guys, that was the Pro Racer for PlayStation 2 made by Gamester. Very unique and interesting racing controller. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I am Sharkie Gamer. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as I'll keep some more gaming controller and accessory reviews up very shortly. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you want to, and if you like this video, hit that like button. Really helps out a lot guys. Thanks for watching.